You're not going to retire by 67, unless you have at least $500,000 saved. And the truth is, most middle-class people in the US, the UK, and Canada aren't even close. The middle class is walking straight into the biggest retirement crisis in modern history, quietly and permanently. And most people don't even realize what's happening until it's too late. And whatever you do, do not miss trap number 4. That's the moment where retirement dies for most people. Maybe you feel it too. You work, you try, you save what you can. But retirement feels further away every single year. Not closer, further. I felt the exact same way until I finally understood the traps that were destroying my future long before I ever reached it. Today, I'm going to show you the 7 traps that quietly destroy retirement for millions of people in the US, the UK, and Canada, and how you can escape them, even if you're starting late, even if you feel behind, even if you think it's impossible. Because the system wants you to fail, but you don't have to. Welcome to the Wealth Ascent, where we reveal the systems designed to keep the middle class stuck. Let's break you free. You look at your bills, your rent, your groceries, and nothing adds up anymore. Costs rise, salaries freeze, savings feel like a joke. You've got responsibilities, you've got life happening, and somehow retirement keeps moving further away. You open your retirement account, if you even have one, and the number sitting there, it's not encouraging. It's depressing. You're 40 with 18,000 saved, or 50 with 60,000 saved, and your brain whispers exactly what you already know. This is nowhere near enough. Retirement doesn't feel like a plan anymore. It feels like a fantasy people used to talk about in the 1980s. Not today. But here's the truth you need to hear. You're not failing. You're not lazy. You're not irresponsible. You are trapped in an economic system that no longer works for regular people, no matter how hard they try. And most people never escape because nobody tells them the traps exist. But you will, because you're about to see all 7 of them. Trap number 1, the late start trap. Most people don't start investing until their 30s or 40s, and by then, the damage is already done. Here's what nobody ever explained to you. Starting at age 24 versus age 30, just a 6-year delay costs you $580,000 by retirement. $500,000 gone just because nobody taught you early enough. That's the power of compounding. And when you start late, you lose decades of growth you can never get back. That's why the median numbers are so terrifying. 18,000 saved in the US, 7,000 pounds in the UK, 20,000 in Canada. Nobody is retiring on that. That's not a retirement plan. That's a warning siren. Trap number 2, the inflation theft trap. Inflation is silently stealing your retirement every single year. Even just 3% inflation cuts your buying power in half over 24 years. That means if you retire at 67, by the time you reach 91, your savings buy half as much. Half. And that's assuming inflation stays at 3%, which it hasn't. 76% of Americans now say they need to save more than they planned because inflation destroyed their old target. Your goalpost keeps moving forward faster than your income can chase it. You can save for 30 years and still not have enough. Not because you failed, but because the value of money collapsed beneath your feet. Trap number 3, the rent forever trap. This one hits millions of people every single month. In the US, the average rent-to-income ratio is now 28%, the highest since 1980. In the UK and Canada, it's even worse in major cities. For middle-income renters making between $45,000 and $75,000 a year, more than 45% are spending over 30% of their income on rent alone. When rent eats half your paycheck, how are you supposed to save? How are you supposed to invest? How are you supposed to build a retirement? And buying a home? Prices have jumped more than 60% in just 6 years. Most people can't afford a mortgage, and even if they can, interest rates are punishing. You're stuck renting, and rent only moves one direction: up. Trap number 4, the lifestyle upgrade trap. This is the deadliest trap, and the most invisible. When your income rises, your expenses quietly rise with it. A nicer apartment, a better phone, a slightly more expensive car, more dinners out, premium everything. Each upgrade feels small. Each one feels deserved. Each one feels harmless. But over time, lifestyle creep destroys wealth before it ever forms. It turns raises into nothing. It turns promotions into nothing. It turns more income into the exact same life. This trap kills more retirements than anything else, because you never feel broke, you just never get ahead. Trap number 5, the healthcare cost trap. This trap wipes out even the people who planned everything correctly. A 65-year-old retiring today in the US needs $172,000 for healthcare alone. A couple needs $345,000. That number has doubled since 2002. In Canada, rising prescription costs and private care are squeezing older adults harder every year. In the UK, NHS backlog delays are pushing people into expensive private treatment. Healthcare costs are rising twice as fast as normal inflation. Most people have no plan to cover it, and it devours whatever they thought they had saved. Trap number 6, the false security trap. People think their 401k, RRSP, or UK workplace pension will take care of them automatically. It won't. Fees silently erode 20 to 30% of your returns over time. That automatic retirement account is automatically losing you tens of thousands of dollars without your permission. You think you're on track, but the system is built to take a huge cut before you ever see a penny. Trap number 7, the emergency expense loop. Car repairs, dental work, home appliances, medical bills. Every unexpected expense pushes your retirement back another year, and another, and another. The middle class lives in a constant cycle of recovering from emergencies. And when you're always recovering, you never get to start building a future. By the time I realized all of this, I was 35, with zero retirement savings. Zero. My friends talked about their investments, and I was still living paycheck to paycheck, getting hit by every single trap on this list. That was the moment I woke up. I identified the 7 traps. I removed them one by one, and everything shifted. In just 18 months, I went from zero saved to automatically investing $450 every single month. That's over $5,400 a year building compound interest, working for my future instead of disappearing into the system. Same income, same job, same life, different system. And once the leaks stopped, something incredible happened. Money stayed. Stress dropped. My future became visible again. For the first time, I could breathe. I could think. I could plan. And I want that for you. Not a fantasy retirement, not a miracle solution, just a real plan that works for regular people. You can escape these traps. You can rebuild. You can catch up. And your future can still be yours. For retirement strategies that actually work for real people in the US, the UK, and Canada, subscribe to the Wealth Ascent. Your future self will thank you.